The legend reads, his bladder was small, but he expressed he would piss on them all. That's it. Were you expecting more? The legend isn't even real. Anyways, I have to do some YouTube intro now. So, that's right. I drove across 30 states in 30 days. And this is the story of how I went from a piss amateur to the piss king. So, a couple things. First of all, I recorded this video earlier in the day. And the audio sounded like my great-grandma's heart monitor in the hospital. She's dead. Second of all, you're probably wondering what the hell happened to me? Why is my hair wet? Well, I had to save a burning child from a building, and then I jumped in the pool. So that's why my hair's wet. But yeah, this is just an addition to my trip across America where I pissed in everything. Last series, I pissed in state capitals. And now, we're pissing in micro centers. Little brief history of a micro center. It's a store with micro parts. It's basically just a very unique and very special electronical store. So, what I did was I walked right in there and I said, I'm gonna pee. And I did. So we started our road trip in LA, California, made our way up to Oregon, Washington. No micro centers. It was very dry for about 40 hours. But then, we finally hit our first micro center in Minnesota, of all places. I wouldn't have expected that, I'm not gonna lie. It's just big and bold and it's just out there, you know, like it's kind of like I'm a micro center, because that's what it is. Going into the building, unfortunately it is made of brick, which I'm not a big fan of. The only brick I'm a fan of is being bricked up. But yeah, otherwise the layout was like any other micro center, you know. And at this micro center, I don't even know what kind of computer part we were picking up. So yeah, that was this micro center, just boxes everywhere. Overall, pretty good experience. You know, the brick was lame, the store was cramped, but it was the first micro center. And for that, I'm gonna give it C tier. It's made of brick, what do you want me to do? And next was Westmont, Illinois. Now, Illinois actually has two locations. It's got Westmont and it's got Chicago. This is the micro center. I like the blue. The blue is a very nice looking color. So going inside the store, definitely a little more spacious looking than St. Park Louis, Minnesota. Overall, again, it's a micro center. It made me happy and joy, and it made me feel so good in my yummy tummy. I don't know, just a beach here, I guess. But that's okay, because we're making our way to the third micro center, which was in Chicago. The first thing I noticed on the store is the yellow. Ew, it's never use yellow again for your store. It looks like a banana. So we get our part. The banana really offset me, and it's a micro center. It's just a store. Each one is the same thing. At least like with the state capitals, you had some variety, but like this is just, after finishing our drive from, you know, Wisconsin to Illinois, two micro centers, staying in Illinois for a week, we set out on our next part of the road trip, where we went to Indianapolis. Yeah, it looks like a micro center. I mean, you can actually tell a difference. Like, everything's more on display, like those Razer mouses are just bright and green. Oh, it's beautiful. Just the way everything is out for display. Even just the outside, it looks like a damn castle. I mean, if you've ever been to a Boomers, just pointy and castle shaped and painted blue. The blue is a really nice micro center touch, by the way. Otherwise, yeah, it was a really cool store and, you know, really cool place. One of my favorite capitals, one of my favorite micro centers, one of my favorite places. It's kind of a cool spot. So we went straight to Michigan, which had a micro center, which I didn't know about. So that was, that's really cool. And just looking at it, blue micro center does not look good. Not off to a good start. But entering the store, yeah, just boxes everywhere. Feels like my house. Okay, what it did have was this racing game. If you could see it right here. I spent like 30 minutes on it. It was great. So you know what? Not so bad, Michigan. All in all, the Michigan one was fine. Nothing really stood out besides the ugly blue lettering. You know what did stand out? The one in Missouri. We continued our drive, we went up, broke into Canada, legally snuck in, came back through New York, into Pennsylvania, bam. We hit one in Pennsylvania. That's right, our sixth micro center. But wow, yeah, this store is massive. It's so big, I'm dumbfounded. Gotta be a good 8 inches, honestly. But yeah, all in all, Pennsylvania was a really cool spot to visit because we got a Burger King hat, and that was the most of Pennsylvania I remember, was the Burger King hat. But anyways, obviously continuing our drive, we hit a dry season because Maryland had a Micro Center, we missed it. Fairfax, Virginia had a Micro Center. Fairfax, Virginia sounds so clear in my head right now, but I just don't think we actually hit it. North Carolina, I think, had a Micro Center, but we didn't hit that one. But what we did do was go to one in Ohio. And on our way up, we hit the best Micro Center. This Micro Center was a mall. Anyways, walking in, wow, there's a lot of boxes. Very spacious though. Again, they also have the card game. I played it for 30 minutes. So a nice looking Micro Center, and it's a Micro Center mall. So after continuing our trip from Ohio, and this is where we hit our last couple Micro Centers. So the first one up on our list is Misery, because it was Misery. First of all, look at this building. Yuck. Oh, just the brick. Why? The rest of the building is not made of brick. Why did you just add brick there? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. F tier. It's fine. But going into the store, wow, it just looks like crap. I hated this store. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, otherwise, it was a pretty cool store. No, I hate this store so much. So, up next, on our road trip, we have Kansas. Luckily, Kansas actually has a store because they had nothing else. It's got white text. Going into the Kansas store, Colorado. Denver, Colorado is where the next Micro Center is. Oh, did I forget to talk about Kansas? No one's gonna know. No one even knows Kansas exists. Denver, Colorado. It had a pretty cool Micro Center. I think it had a bird. Anyways, this Micro Center looks huge. Black text is pretty nice, but I'm just surprised that there's no like computer and electronics under it. It's just Micro Center. The problem I had with this one was that they just put boxes and the spinny racks. They put those in the middle of like the big hallways that people walk in, and it's like, don't do that. Don't do that, because now you're just creating clutter in space. So there you go. There's the video. This is just an extra part of the road trip. It's just a little gag video because the real meat of the videos are about to come. As in pissing in every fast food chain, pissing in every hysterical monument. Not hysterical, historical, because I am the piss king. Rah, 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 rah.